Welcome back everyone to KCD2, where in the last episode we looked into our perks. We also had a weird dream which we analyzed with the help of Pavlena, which is Božena's daughter. And now we are ready to take this apple and to take our leave. So, Hans.
Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
What?
I don't think Trotsky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's
What
the
do you
rush
mean,
for all of a
provoke?
sudden?
We have a crucial mission and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Ratai with good news and to do it quickly. Let's go!
What? Yeah, well then just let's go. What the heck? But, yeah. I saw Toth at the pond. I believe in the cutscene, when all of our people got attacked and everyone was killed, there was a scene that showed a dude that looked similar to Ishvan Toth from our dream, found the message and pocketed it. So, yeah, I think that's an information we should let Hans know about.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know.
Yeah.
I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth?
Yeah, Toth. No, and we're not yanking your pizzle. Yeah, I know it sounds strange, but
I know how it sounds.
hear us out.
But I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too.
Okay, so
I
Hans
don't
is
think
not
either
taking
of
us
them are
seriously.
around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Well, okay. Aww. Aww. She gave us her hard-earned coin. She's such a sweetheart. Trying to make friends with the locals. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
No one's home?
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Yeah, I bet they won't let us in because we look like vagabonds.
You fucking cunts! You know who I am? No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead.
Oh?
We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Now that's what a messenger looks like.
And of course he
Count
gains entry,
yourselves
right?
lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
Yeah, good question.
There's only one thing we can do.
What? Booze? Oh yeah. Of course. Well, and having a wash, obviously.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
And looks like a beggar. So her question is valid, and
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
okay, he's apparently Hans is going fully
We
spoiled
look like a
brat
couple
here.
of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Exactly.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, what about you? Why don't you come up with a cunning plan if you're so cunning? First we have to wash and change, we have to get our letter back. We can always go back. Yeah, no, first we have to wash and change. I mean, appearances are everything here in this medieval times. I mean, if we look like a beggar, we will get treated like beggars, as we just witnessed.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Yeah, we'll earn some coin then. Yeah, go back to Ratai. We can't go back. No, we'll just, you know, have to work for our money then.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid
Yeah.
of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
How
Exactly.
long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Well then, what's your brilliant idea? I don't hear anything constructive coming from you. All we hear is you moaning about and behaving like a spoiled brat. What shame. We were ambushed. Yeah, well, right, we were ambushed. Well, the shame is on him, though, because he ordered to make camp at the pond, right?
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got
Yeah.
no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
No, we'll go back and bury them. I mean, I don't see why we should take the blame on us. I mean, we didn't do anything wrong. Sure, we could have complained more and told Hans more vehemently that that it's a bad idea to make camp right at the pond, right beside the roadside, right? So... No, let's take option number 2. Let's go back and bury them.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Oh, hey, isn't that... Yeah, that's...
What is it?
That's one of the...
pond.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the one you gave us away for?
Well...
My word, that witch. Wench.
What I tell you?
Oh, okay, yeah, well, she can look after herself.
She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be
Okay.
with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Hi.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Jesus. Okay, well done. Let's wash ourselves. Beautiful.
Thomas
Now.
will never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Hey, wait.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
Well, I see why you would think that. No, we saw each other.
By that pond.
Exactly.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Wait, what? No. You were attacked
Yes,
by
you
the
were.
bandits.
You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
No, why is
And
she
I have no idea why you're trying to deny it.
lying?
I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at
Fail.
faces, eh?
What?
Clear off, you lecher.
No! What the frick?
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much.
Exactly.
We need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle.
Yeah, well, we know that much.
That was the king's messenger.
Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
She said, thanking him.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
No, and stop being that nosy.
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you still got.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Jeez, that woman. What a peach. Yeah.
Always ready.
You probably want us to work for
ordered
a
a lot
meal.
more than you paid for, so you work
Yeah.
your debt off, like I said.
Okay, yeah.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. Two men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Yeah, well, it might be beneath hands, but we'll have to do it.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work.
Yeah,
Is that clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
We'll do it.
We're not complaining.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't
Jeez,
stuck up
that
like you
woman
may.
likes to boss
Where
people
you actually
around,
from,
doesn't she?
If you don't mind me asking.
Scallops.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
Yeah, we heard something about a
I heard
wedding.
some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a brat-house wench.
Yeah, well, I bet. Noble's marriage. Okay, we learned about it. And will Lord von Berghoff be at the
Will Lord
wedding?
von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. They used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Yeah, where's the wedding going to be?
Going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
So, Samin, not Trotsky. Yeah, can we
Can I
get to the wedding?
somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother.
Oh,
He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
young Svacha, eh? Find out more about the Samin wedding. Yeah, what's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash.
Ha 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 ha.
Truth to tell, it used to be better.
Jeez.
The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here. And that's a big problem.
Well, if you need hands to do the work, where can we find work?
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me.
Yeah,
So don't
apart
bother
from
looking anywhere
that.
else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask.
Okay.
Try Radovan the smith for one.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
Oh, it's these two in the background.
Everything's all right.
Well then, be careful.
Is this the only tavern here? Where should we move the sacks to? No, she already told us where we need to move the sacks, but...
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Oh boy.
I'll go and discuss it with
She's
my
a piece of
friend
work.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Yeah.
What can I get for you?
Okay. Okay. Tell Capon about getting work. Find out more about the Semin wedding. So yeah, let's talk to the brother of the bride. Oi, what are you doing? Hired hand, housemaid, okay. What's going on in here, eh? A lantern, an open flame, so close to the straw. Okay, well. Okay. Yeah.
She's strong as an ox, and she stamps and bites when she's upset.
Drunken Marish.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it.
Here you go.
We'll talk about it later.
Going down nicely, is it?
Going down a tree. And
Cheers.
as usual.
Okay, so you're not
To your health, my friends!
talkative kind.
If I decided to
Farmer Boric,
would you help?
Svatja Trush, Heinrich,
Who else?
Miller Crazy, Blacksmith Rodovan. Oh, okay, so it's not you guys.
Me.
Hired hand and the carpenter. Hired hand, no, musician. Okay. Woodcutter Dushko. Hired hand, villager. So,
Save? What?
Drunkard Marish.
God, I'm bored.
Miller's wagon.
She's strong as an ox, and she stamps and bites
How are you?
when she's upset.
Could be better.
Okay.
Oh, I feel a bit
Svatja Trush.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff's son?
Hi, that's me.
Oh, so
Who are you?
you are getting married.
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name. I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No.
What?
I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
Okay. Let's first start
What's going
with
on
this.
here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
So we heard there's going to be a
I
wedding.
heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts.
Yeah.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samin. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Berghoff will come. That's how important our family is.
Okay.
I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, Loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding.
Oh, so lackey, are we?
I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
You must know young Lord Semine, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
Yeah. He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding. No, it sounds like he's up to something.
I'd like to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you. Forget it.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few.
Do we?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us.
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
But I bet we lost our special die. Okay, let's try it. I mean,
let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Yeah, well,
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Are you now? He'll probably beat us, but we gotta try. Okay. Score and continue. Score and continue.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Yeah. Let's score and pass. 800. It's a decent start. Now, what do you have to show for? Oh boy.
Damn it.
Okay. That might be tough. Unless... Now that's good. Bugger.
Finally!
That was a pretty poor show, fella.
What do you mean, poor show?
Dice is mainly about luck.
Bollocks it is. You need to use your head. Oh well. Maybe we'll have a rematch someday. When you get a hold of some groschen.
What about a rematch right now? With the same wager?
No chance. The offer doesn't stand anymore. You'll have to find a different way to get to the wedding.
Too bad. Okay, well then... Bugger. Okay, it's stealing. Oh well. So, blacksmith.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
Well, I'm Henry from Skalitz.
Silver Skalitz.
Silver Skalitz? You people mine silver there?
Aye. Well, we did. Until Sigismund attacked us.
Bugger me.
He needs coin for his troops, so he goes after the silver. The sly ginger fox. Even the Kuttenbergers surrendered to him not long ago, I heard.
Did you lot surrender to him as well?
He'd have had to talk to us first. They just attacked, burnt down the village, and slaughtered most of the people.
I'm sorry to hear that. May God welcome their souls. Thank Christ we've been spared that kind of misfortune so far, eh, Radovan?
That's because they have silver, and we ain't got shit, Crazel.
Good point.
What do they call you, lad?
Henry.
Henry of Skalitz.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
Well, do you got any intel on the wedding?
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Semine.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Sameen and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that. It's gonna be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Well, let's try this one
Could someone
first.
get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. Play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right. I won't say another word.
Semi's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day. So you won't get in without an invitation.
So,
how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that we needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
So, I'm thinking that Miller dude has... he has thought about how to best rob them.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Okay, tell us about the region.
And I'd like to learn something about this region.
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schaumburg's his name.
I saw him on the gate tower.
Oh, that
He
was
sent
the
us
dude with the
packing like
fancy
beggars.
hat.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
Well, we're looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job, and easier. And I can get you to that wedding, too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
Yeah, well... I prefer the smithy. Well, the thing is, in the first game, the millers had some illicit activities going on. Meaning almost all the millers were criminals. You know, miller by day and burglar by night. They even had a little smuggling ring, if I remember correctly. Anyways, so, but we want to play Henry honorably. Well, at least as honorable as we can. We might get a 5-finger discount here and there if we are sure that we are not being watched. But for now, let's try to play it as honest as possible.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me. That's a lot more than the last lot I had.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
Takov? I thought you were from Troskowitz. Well, okay.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. What brought you all the way from Scarlet's? And who's that companion of yours?
We were straightforward with you, so don't be shy and tell all.
It's a long story. What I will say is that fella who looks like he sleeps in a dung heap is Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. We were supposed to deliver a message to Lord von Burgov at Trotsky. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
So we heard.
These are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
Okay, well then, Hans.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't
Yeah,
look
well,
like she was
gathering information.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fords, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that
Yeah,
shouldn't
exactly.
be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Why is it always us that have to come up with a cunning plan? Are we Baldric or something? Yeah, we'll find some work there.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work.
Yeah, I know, it's a strange
But how will we
concept
get
for you.
me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few... If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
You gotta be kidding me. Now he's playing the noble card? Have you looked at yourself recently? Alright, I'll do it by myself. Do you have any idea what you look like? Yeah, exactly. Nobody will recognize you. It will be over quickly.
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will
Oh,
remember
no, it
my
isn't.
face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Yeah, don't be spoiled, man.
Sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people have to work their whole lives. So you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Yep.
Not so fast. It's God's law.
No, it isn't.
Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields.
You mean the
Now,
ones who
which
keep
am I?
everyone else under
So
their
if you find
thumbs?
me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh. You learned the 3 states of man. You learned farming. Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Is that so?
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst,
I'll
help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice.
Yeah,
although,
sure.
If you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Oh, yeah. Such a benevolent being. Oh well, let's take a break here, and when we come back we will start working for our living and for his as well. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if so, I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye.